Hey everyone, it's me again. So today we are going to look at one of the hottest devices that was actually announced in 2017. Something that you would look for if you want something versatile or something different, or you really believe in this form factor. So what we have for you today is the Surface Book 2. It's the second generation Surface Book. Microsoft wowed the world when they announced the original Surface Book, which had a good performance base. Okay, it was the first detachable laptop to feature a graphics card on the dock. So we've seen some with a separate hard drive or separate OS or these kind of combinations. But it was Microsoft themselves who was the first to introduce one with a graphics on the base and the processor on the tablet side. They claim to have 17 hours battery life. Okay, so it's a gray finish. It's typical Microsoft. Okay, it's not the thinnest of thinnest devices. It's because of what they call the fulcrum hinge. Okay, the fulcrum hinge is what they use to make sure that they are able to balance the entire tablet. So there's a 13-inch version. This is the 15-inch version. This one is powered by a Core i7 8th generation A650U, 16 gigs of RAM here, and 512 gigs of SSD. This is one of those laptops that is still considered really portable and really thin considering its specs. Okay, most of the laptops you can get around these specs would be about at least 25mm to 35mm because you really need really good cooling to make sure that this doesn't heat up. Okay, but Microsoft did a really good job in maintaining the heat on this one. I did not feel it overheat or warm when I was typing on the keys. I tried to edit a few videos here earlier. I tried to do a little bit of photo editing also. I was not able to play some games, but I think it will do just fine. So I have yet to test the claimed 17 hours battery life, but a lot of people online say that in standard tests of just browsing and doing emails at work, they actually get more than 20 hours of battery life. But for gaming and maybe for video editing or video loops, you probably get somewhere around an entire workday or 6 to 8 hours. Just pretty good itself. Okay, so now back to the spec. You got a webcam over here because of course it's a tablet, which you can use to take pictures. I don't know who would take pictures using a 15-inch tablet though. You have the on button on the tablet. Of course, that's where you would want to turn it on. You have a volume rocker over here. You have your thermals over here. So there's some vents over here. Okay. There's not much else in the tablet side, but you do get the audio jack here. I would have preferred if they also had a second audio jack on the laptop side because it's really weird that when your notebook is open. Okay, so let's open it. Your cable is dangling here, right? So it's weird. So now on to the base part. Okay, you get the proprietary charging port and you have a Type-C. Okay, the Type-C is kind of a downer because it's not Thunderbolt 3. It would have been really nice that they put a Thunderbolt 3 so that if you're not happy with your GPU, you can actually just hook it up to an external graphics down the line, or that you can power multiple 4K monitors just with this one. And then of course there's that big normal full-sized SD card slot over here, and then you get two full USB 3.1 at the other side and not much else. I would have preferred a full HDMI port, but I think they were really trying to keep this device really thin. So in terms of the overall build quality, I think it's really good. I love what Microsoft was able to do here. Okay, so it's really big, it's really good. So it's really thin. Okay, so the vents are all over so that it doesn't heat up. You can see that there are multiple connectors to the dock over here so that you don't so that it still gets supported by the base. Okay, so let's check out the base without the dock. So this is pretty much the same thickness, but look, this one doesn't move if the device is not there. So it's really sturdy. Okay, so what's good about this is that you can actually dock the device the other way around due to the symmetrical dock and work on it like a tablet mode. Other things is that there's a good backlighting. There's 3 levels. It's pretty good. The keys have good travel. They have good response. They're not those mushy keyboards that you would get with really thin devices. So Microsoft did a really good job over there on that one. There's a nice big touchpad over here. It's very comfortable. It's large enough that you can do the Windows 10 gestures, so that's another plus. Okay, so what we have not tested yet is the actual benchmarks or performance on this one. So we'll work on another video for that one, so you can actually see how the i7-8650U stacks against the competition. But for most benchmarks that are available online, the 8650U actually challenges the i7-7700HQ, which was the go-to processor if you wanted to do some really good video editing. So I think that's a really good plus. Paired with the GTX 1060 Max-Q, this is really a very good on-the-go portable media content creating device. So for spec and configuration, you can choose between an i5 and i7. There's no i5 version for the 15-inch model. For the 13-inch though, you can get an i5 or i7 with GPU or without GPU, but there's a big difference. If you settle for a 13-inch version, you're only gonna get a GTX 1050. And if you go for a 15-inch version, there's no option of a 1050, but you do get a GTX 1060. As far as configurations go, you can choose between 8 gigs of RAM or 16 gigs of RAM. And for storage, you have 256, 512, and 1 terabyte of SSD. Okay, so I hope you like my channel so that you could watch out for the next video that I'm coming with for the Surface Book 2. I hope that I was able to give you some really good insights and first impressions on this one. In short, I'm really loving it so far, and I really want to tell you guys how I feel and how it handles my day-to-day tasks from today onwards. So I hope you guys will stay tuned for more information and for more updates on this one. I'm really gonna do an in-depth review of this one. I hope you click subscribe, like this video, and share it to all your friends. Till the next video, bye bye.